Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's Valentine's Day. And we're going to beat people up.
Yeah.
It's Soul Calibur. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Happy Valentine's Day. No, I didn't get you anything. Sorry.
Aww.
I'll get you a beating in a second, I guess. Through Soul Calibur V, and that's what we're talking about.
That's right. It came out very recently ago, and I had paid for this when it first went up for.
He was very excited about it.
I love Soul Calibur. I was very skeptical about this one because they are getting rid of a lot of characters, but for some strange reason they decided to get rid of the characters and then bring them right back.
Shades of.
Yeah, in place of like Killick, you have this kid Ziba, which is spelled Xiba,
which is exactly the same, but a little bit younger looking.
And they do have a little bit of different moves.
Hardly though.
Yeah, they still use the same weapon.
Like
Zhanghua is replaced by Leisha or something like that.
Yeah, they're like, instead of this in the animation, they go like this. It's like, it's so similar.
Taki was replaced by Natsu. Basically, they're just like kids who were under the teaching of their mentors. This is set in a little future distance. And then they added some new characters. Oh, and they also replaced Lizard Man, who became Aeon. And instead of having a shield and an axe, he's got 2 axes. And he's actually really badass. I like him a lot. And in addition to them, you have characters like Zwei and Viola and,
Well, Viola was in the last.
No.
She was the ring one?
No, that's Tira.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Tira's still in this one. She's pretty kick-ass. Oh, and they got rid of... I'm sorry, they also got rid of Sophicia and Cassandra and replaced it with Sophia's...
Yeah. If you like the whole dorky save the kingdom crap, you're gonna still get that because you got that girl with a halberd. What's her name? The one with the spear, you know.
Hilda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So dumb to me. Whatever.
I disagree.
Okay.
The game is a lot of fun. I think it's the best iteration of fighting.
It's funny that we're referencing the story and the characters because that's what's so horrible.
Yes. Where this game really detracts is the story.
Half-assed.
Yes. The story that you follow, it's I don't know what the hell it is, but basically you're following Patroclus, who is the son of Cassandra, and he's trying to find his sister.
What's the word
Pyrrha.
they use for people all the time? Oh, you're a...
Yeah, I'm totally blanking. They're
There's
like
this
a
term they
like
use.
malfeasant.
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, malfeasant. People who are like plagued with evil or something like Tira's plagued with evil, so she's
Like
a
the only
malfeasant.
fancy word they know.
And so it's following Patroclus as he's kind of being led by this one guy who you don't get to really meet. Well, you do, but you don't. I don't know how to say that. And then it just kind of once you finish that story, it ends. So it's like it's only their story. And what I really liked about the Soul Caliburs was that once you beat, like especially after arcade, once you beat with a character, you get their ending, which I liked.
Right.
That's the huge.
That's the only reason I would ever play multiple characters. Yeah, honestly.
But this one, it's essentially just Patroclus's and Pyrrha's ending. Period. Yeah,
and they the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like a few of them are animation, and it's like that looks like what they should have done.
Yeah.
And then it's like they ran out of funding or time or something.
And then they broke it up and did like parchment paper and just like sketches of what should have been there.
Which is it's kind of cool, I suppose, but not when you should be getting something much better.
Yes.
It's like it would be cool as a tacked on like during the credits or something maybe.
Yeah.
Or load screens or something.
So yeah, that's definitely a deterrent for a lot of people who like the story from Soul Calibur, because it does, like, one of the biggest things before it came out, it talked about, I read reviews and they were like, oh, why is Ivy still young, as young as she is, and Cervantes back to being human, he's not a ghost anymore, and all this other stuff, but it doesn't address that. Nothing's addressed.
This is just kind of like...
Yeah, so the story's out the window, but the fighting has never been better.
As you said before, awesome.
The new characters are fun to play with. Viola is really cool. I like her a lot. Zwei is kind of difficult for me. I'm not great with Zwei, but I do like what they did with Siegfried. They changed him up a bit, and he's quicker now, and that's really cool. Whereas Nightmare's become Nightmare. They brought back, like he used to be like the biggest badass there is, the final boss, and then they kind of changed it a couple times to be different characters being the main boss. But now he's back. He's the bad guy once again, and it's really kick-ass.
And I haven't experienced 2 for a long time, but I keep hearing people say that it's much closer to 2 as far as like the controls. Like,
yes,
it's a little bit more simple. Whatever, it's not quite as complicated, and it allows you to get a better rhythm and stride.
Yes, absolutely,
I appreciate that because the only thing that I was going to say is that beyond the story, they also pulled out a lot of the incentive, like all the little, like in 4 and 3 and whatever, you had all these set of missions you had to do, right?
Yes.
You had to do certain things, and then this one doesn't have that.
They kind of do. They have...
that was the way you unlocked new stuff, and I mean, it was really engaging, and it was hard, but you knew you wanted to do it, and now it's just...
Well, no, yes and no. They still have an unlockable feature, but essentially... it's as you level up, as you yourself level up. You don't get to level up each character, but as you keep playing, as you keep beating things, you gain level up points, and once you level up to like level 1, level 2, level 3, new things are unlocked, new equipment, new things for customization, new stuff. But okay, in place of the challenges that Soul Calibur 4 had. You get these quick matches, or whatever the hell they're called, where you gain titles. And basically each match has a character who does a certain thing. So, and the title kind of tells you what that person is. So it's like, if it's like, ankle slasher or whatever, you know that this person's going to spam the hell out of low attacks. So you have to be prepared. And so it is kind of like a training, but also like a challenging, challenge map where you have to, fight these obstacles. Kind of knowing what
challenge modes were almost like a story mode in themselves, kind of like you're going through a dungeon and different rooms and whatever. Anyway, okay. So what about the created character?
Created character. Oh, customization is amazing there. Just not only well, for the most part, there are some armor that you can't change, but for the most part, you can change the color and then add like a sticker, or what they call them, so that like let's say that you wanted a cape with a lion decal on it. You can do that. You can put scars on your characters. You can give them tattoos.
Can you make your own?
What do you mean? No, you can't.
See, I still WWE. You can make your own logo. You can use it as a tattoo, as a banner, as a whatever you want.
Right. And why
don't they do that?
Well, it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I guess a lot of the processing power is in the new fighting engine. So
yeah, I'm disappointed, and I think that most people are disappointed with this game. It just seems like such a step backwards, except for the fighting. The fighting, well, actually, it was literally a step backwards, but that was a good thing.
Yeah.
With the fighting, but all the other stuff just seems like they cheaped out.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I would definitely like to have seen multiple endings for characters. I was really hoping to find out, things like why Ivy was still very young, or as young as she is. I think she's in her 20s or 30s.
Those are kind of usually stupid cliffhangers anyway, but at least there's something.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the game is worth it. Well, I don't know how to... Yes and no. The game is worth it, but it's not, only because you're not getting everything that Soul Calibur 4 had.
Let's just say if you really want online competition and you really want, just for the fighting, you don't really care about the story, then definitely worth it.
Yes.
If you care about story, you're going to be disappointed, but it still might be worth it. Maybe wait till it's like a GameStop or something.
Yeah, for a lot cheaper.
Off.
Yeah, but I got it when it first came out. I got the collector's edition.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
The music CD that came with the collector's edition has a lot of the soundtrack of Soul Calibur V, some of Soul Calibur 4. It goes all the way back to Soul Edge, I think. But it is really great. I'll put that into my... I actually burnt it all onto my...
Do they have the music of this one? Because this music isn't as good.
This one I think is great in this one, but yes, they do have some. Again, it's a collection of...
I just think that was funny and kind of telling if they only had like the previous versions and not this one, because they knew it wasn't quite as good.
They have a lot of... Most of the songs are from Soul Calibur V, but a lot of them are also from previous games. But there's only like 17 tracks or something like that.
Well,
so
still a lot, but for collector's edition,
Yeah. I was hoping for a huge collection.
Every one of them.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. In fact, I'm trying to see if I can't find more of them because I definitely love the music in Soul Calibur. I think they do a great job.
All right, well, that's Soul Calibur.
Oh wow, I was gonna keep on going, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Tell us, if you think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think personally, I think it'd be worth it if you know, you got a cheaper version. You know, just wait till it goes down in price or trade in some games for it at GameStop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, it is really good. It just doesn't have everything that you need. Just stick with Soul Calibur 4 if you want.
He's disappointed, but he doesn't want to be disappointed. That's clear.
Yes. Very true.
All right. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Show support any way you can.
Yep. Oh, if you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, please let me know. And please leave comments.
And that's it. I guess I'm Cervantes because he's the only one that has a gun.
Yeah, I really did want to love that. I do love the game. I play it all the time. I do love it. You know, I haven't put it down yet. And it's actually interrupting my Skyrim. Can you believe it?
All right. See you guys. See you next time. Happy Valentine's Day. Go give your sweetie a kiss. Oh, holy shit. Hopefully you remembered it's Valentine's Day.
Yes. And if you don't, it's Valentine's Day.
You can have her watch this. It's a great... no. Go do something. Buy some... No, I don't want to perpetuate that because that's stupid. It's like, here's some dead, dying beauty. Here you go. And it's smelly. I recommend perfume or a nice swift kick in the pants. If she likes that sort of thing.
I recommend making her a nice dinner.
Yeah, that's nice.
Salads are nice.
No chocolates or flowers.
No.
You buy chocolates or flowers, you're an a-hole. Perpetuating. And no Valentine's cards. Just make your own.
That's right, out of macaroni.
Okay. But don't buy the glue. Make your own of it. Next up, it's Deadwood, the HBO series. Oh, faith in the glory. Oh, you didn't thought I was Irish, did you?
Actually, I did not.
Well, I am. Name like McCarthy.
That's very true. McCarty, yeah, I guess that is up Irish.
If I was Scottish, it would be McCarthy. Or Calhoun. That's Scottish. McCarty's more like... It is.
My last name's Bach. It's American.
Bach. You're at the end of every Robot Chicken episode. The last thing they say is Bach.
We have our own beer. It's called Super Bach.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's a little hoppy. That's the whole thing.
Oh, it's a Bach.
All right. I forgot my water. Yay. I need to get a cool mug. So I can, like... All the other talk shows have mugs with, like, something on them.
Yeah, we should totally get mugs. You know,
No, just me.
Oh.
You don't get one.
Number one Duel review.
Or we could have, like, warring faction cups. Like, I can have a, like a Stormtrooper cup, and you can have a...
Imperial?
Luke Skywalker.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rebel versus Imperial.
Luke Skywalker's head, that would be awesome. I mean, I understand the Boba Fett head and all that stuff, but Luke Skywalker's head, that would be awesome. People would be like, who the hell's that? It's Luke Skywalker, duh.
Duh.
There's a tiny little arm and a lightsaber. Or that could be the handle. It's his arm and lightsaber. Lightsaber goes to his head. Alright.
Alright, so what do we...
I sound like an old man now. Actually, that was like a poop.
Where's my hair?
Hairy.
I was about to say hairy.
Your hair is hairy.
Thank you. I was really looking for...
Quite hairy.
I was looking for bushy, not really hairy.
Quite bushy. You like bushy? Is my hair bushy enough? Bushy. Even bushy shouldn't be bushy.